Hello, all. It is Tuesday, August 6th, 2024. This is the Audacity Factor podcast. This is my 90 for 90, day number 6. And my name is Catherine Gaw, creator, founder here at the Audacity Factor. Really from a place of wanting to stir up some courage, some audacity, some challenge to all of you to step into who you are in a courageous way. And I guess really, so for me, it's about encouraging, empowering, helping you to recognize that you have all the choices in your life. You may not feel that way, but you absolutely do in every moment. And in these days right now, where we can be flooded, literally flooded and bombarded with people's opinions, which so much of it is, it's opinions and a lot of it's said for effect, or you're trying to be you're being drawn into maybe something that you're not even really aligned with. And I guess that's really my challenge to you is find your alignment. And so much of that begins with your sense of integrity and what that means to you. And you can, I encourage you to select maybe 6 or 7 words that mean something to you, that kind of identify the realms in which your integrity lives. It can be truth, it can be compassion, it can be forgiveness, it can be courage, it can be love, it can be fun, it can be, there's so many things. And actually, you can find a list in Brene Brown's book, Dare to Lead. I think you can even go to her website and check it out and select, and try to narrow it down to the ones that really mean something for you. Like for me, truth is one of the biggest pieces of my own integrity and what I desire from others, from everyone, actually. I'd rather know the flat out truth. And I think it's really important to recognize that that can be dynamic. Something you believed yesterday doesn't have to be that same thing you believe today. And it can be in that transition of actually making a different choice where we can get stuck all because of fear. And it's always because of what somebody else is going to say or somebody else is going to do, or you're afraid you're not going to know what to do when somebody confronts you maybe on it or challenges you on it. You don't have to excuse yourself for making a different choice or a different decision and say, you know what? That's not something I believe anymore. That's not, I don't identify with that thought process or belief any longer. And I really encourage you to challenge your own beliefs, challenge what is true for you. And start with identifying the pieces of that your integrity is based in. That's where true alignment comes. There's a coach training that I did with Dr. David Kruger, and it's on transitions. And one of the biggest things that can be kind of a little demon on our shoulder is we all have this secret vision of who we are in our greatest, fullest level of integrity. And then we judge and shame ourselves because we maybe don't meet that, or we don't meet it yet. And that can often be the case. I just realized my microphone's not over here. Not that you all can see it. Anyway, but think about that. Is that little vision is that vision you have of yourself that you keep secret? And typically it's not something that we share with anyone. Is it something that you actually created, or did you take bits and pieces of who you thought you were supposed to be, or who your parents said you need to be, or that your identity has got to be this certain thing because you're a member of this group, or that group, or this family, or that family, or whatever it is? Because you get to select what your identity actually is. And I encourage you to base that in what's true for you. What what your integrity is based in, because that's the through line that runs through our entire life. And it's a through line that is kind of a web through the structure and foundation of what our lives actually are. So if you don't know what it is, or it's based on false things, things that you don't even want to be, or things that you don't even believe, or it doesn't align with you whatsoever, well, that keeps our foundation unsteady and maybe doesn't feel real and solid and strong to us. So what are the things that would make you feel and your foundation feel like you've got solid footing when it's based in your full actual integrity? What your actual identity and your full integrity is? Is that who you are right now? And if not, I challenge you to choose something different. If you don't believe this thing that you've been taught to believe, then choose the belief that actually means something to you, that empowers you, that doesn't drive fear, that doesn't drive anger, that doesn't drive aggression, but that drives boldness and alignment. What feels good and strong for you? And what feels good and strong will never be power over someone or demanding power to be powerful over someone. So today, I encourage you to write down some terms that integrity means to you. Write down some of your beliefs that you know that you really don't actually believe. Some thoughts that don't align for you, that you feel like you're supposed to think and you're supposed to believe because you've been told so, or you've been trained to, or you're afraid you're going to be ostracized or left out, or, you know, belonging doesn't ever come with a sense of fear. True belonging doesn't come with the worry about what you're going to say, who you are, what you're going to do. True belonging comes with an openness that's embracing, that's comforting, that's compassionate. That's where you feel strength. Fear doesn't drive strength at all. Fear drives reaction. Fear can drive anger, resentment. It doesn't drive strength, and it does not lead you to joy ever. And it won't lead you to love. It won't lead you to a sense of belonging. How would you like to feel knowing that you truly belong? From a sense of openness and truth and trust, not one of fear or worry or anxiety. Change your mind. Choose what you know is true for you. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks or anyone else says, but don't let yourself be led astray. We all know truth when we hear it. We all know truth when we say it. Knowing something and believing something are two different things. Just because you believe it to be true doesn't make it true. Truth is always there. So wouldn't you rather have the truth, know what's real, rather than be led into a pit of confusion, distrust, anger, fear, anxiety, aggression? Those are not truth-driven ever. So I encourage you today to check yourself. And as I continue to examine what I believe and my thoughts, because I knew that if I was going to start somewhere, it had to be with my thoughts. And I continue to work at that. because I want the truth. I want to know what's real. You can't make any choices or any decisions based on lies because they're all just illusion. We need to know the truth and what's real. And we all know that and know it when we hear it, when we say it, when we do it, when somebody else does it. It will always show you what's actually real and true. And you already know that because you know what you're doing that's not true or saying that's not true. So I encourage you today to start speaking truth and showing truth. And you will be amazed at how much fear dissolves. Because I promise you, the truth is never as scary as you think it is. And the people that choose to not be around you because you're speaking truth and you're living truth, they're not the people you want to be around anyway, because aren't they the drivers of your fear? So just think about it today, tomorrow, and the next day. All right, I will see you all tomorrow here at the Audacity Factor. Please like this video if you appreciate what I do. If anything's connected with you during this video or any of the last ones as well, subscribe to my channel. I know I've got small numbers, but I am really looking forward to gathering a community. You can join me on Patreon, where you can join me for free. Just tap in and see what it's all about. And I encourage you really to check it out. Subscribe, hit the like.